Here we go, man. This is your boy Styles here with WestCoastStyles.com. And man, I got a Chicano king in the house, a Latin king. You know what I'm saying? A Chicano rap god, in my
Oh man,
opinion. You know? Lil
uh,
Rob is in the motherfucking house.
I appreciate it, Doc. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's all to the good, man. All to the bueno.
Yeah. I'm barely
Shit.
getting by. Shift
Yep.
worker,
Yep.
9 to 5. Man, that's how far I go back with Little Rob. I
Yeah, it's about
remember when that song
2004.
came out.
About 2004, right there, man. I was taping up boxes and shit while I was doing that.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I was talking to my boy Polar Bear, who just
Oh shit, man. Yeah, dope.
I talk to him every so often, man, and he was telling me about that song and how he created it, how he did it from scratch and all that.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
that's what's up though, man. But man, bro, it's an honor to have you, man. You know what I'm saying? You put in the work, you've done the time, you know what I'm saying? And you deserve your flowers for what you've done in this business.
Oh yeah, yeah. I appreciate it, man. But I just do it for the love of it anyway. So it's just it's good enough for me just to be involved, man, and be able to put my music out and people bump it. So that's good enough for me, dog.
Yeah.
I don't even need
But I
much,
say
you know.
that because it's a business now.
Yeah,
Back then when you started and all that, it was all swap music basically.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Now it's a business, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's a lot of longevity too that lasted me a long time, man. A lot of growth and just living life, man, and learning how to appreciate things a little bit more nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm talking like sold out shows and not just lowrider shows, but I'm talking state, big shows. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, and that's dope. And a big thank you to Big D and MC Magic and Bash, but MC Magic and D are the ones that got the show started, man. And we started, hitting the nation, man. Venue after
Hmm.
venue and selling them out, just having a good time, showing the people a good time, and that's what I'm all about, man. Just showing people a good time, big dog.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's dope. But let's talk about Chicano rap for a minute here.
yeah, yeah.
Um, you know, back in the day when you guys were starting, there was not a lot of respect put on rappers, especially Hispanic rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we've really had to fight, for to come up. You know what I mean? And to get that respect in this business. Tell me about that from your perspective.
I mean, just from my perspective, man, it's just just doing my music, anyways, man. Whether I don't think I even realized if we were getting respected or not. You know what I mean? I was just doing my music, for the love of it, anyways, man. So it didn't really matter to me, man. So that's just blow over my head, eh? You know what I mean? I don't never looked at it like that. I never felt disrespected by anybody or nothing like that, man. So
Hmm.
you know, but so it's for me, man. It was not a thing for me, man. I just appreciate the music, man, and it's been hip hop since the get go.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
How did you get your start?
When I started with the rapping, I mean it goes before that, man, with my brother DJing and everything, man. And I've told this story a million times, eh? But he used to have
Yeah.
the Technique 1200s and everything, man. So I used to be at the pad, mixing and scratching and stuff like that, learning how to do that at the pad and stuff, and then I would take over for him at some parties and shit. And then sometimes I would grab the mic, man, and rock the mic real quick, man. It wasn't the best, but it was something, and I was 14, 15-year-old kid doing that, man. So had a good time doing that and just kind of progressed, man. And
But
a couple of my
that's how the original MC started.
yeah, yeah, a couple of my homeboys said, "Hey, man, let's take it to the studio." Let's
Yeah.
take it to the studio, man. So that's kind of how that happened, man. When did Over the Night and the 619 and Mexican Gangster? Those were my first two songs, and I was 16 years old, 1992. It came out on cassette, and so that kind of started the whole thing. And ordered 500 cassettes and took them on consignment to Fam Mart and Price Breakers and everywhere else in between, Big Dog Oceanside, and
Hmm.
uh and just got rid of them, man. And they went, and it's kind of snowballed from there, Big Dog. I guess maybe the timing was right, and yeah, just everything, man. So that was back in '92 when it was me and the homies doing that one. Crazy life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you consider your growth from then to now?
Just a lot of life lessons, man. You know what I mean? So a lot of growth from back then. You know what I mean? I was 16 years old when that busted out, and then, like I said before, too, I got shot when I was 18, and so crazy life was a time between the age of 16 and 20 for me,
Hmm.
1992 to 96 or 97 or something like that. But in between, I got shot, and just being out there where I shouldn't be, I guess. Um, but uh, but yeah, man, you won't find me kicking it like that no more. You know what I mean? I'm 48 years old now, man. I got things to do. I got my son to take care of, make sure he's cool, man. So,
Yeah.
just all that alone, man. You know what I mean? And not to mention when I was 18 and I got shot, and like I say, back in the days when I got blasted, there, so my jefita cried like I never seen her cry before, man. And she was nervous and crying every time I left the pad, and that broke my
Mhm.
heart too for her. And you know what I mean? So, I feel bad to anybody I've ever been involved with hurting or anything like that too, man. So it's just like, I'm just glad and happy that we all survived it, and it
Yeah.
didn't go worse than it had to be, man. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
just that's a blessing in itself right there, man. Because when I got shot in the face, man, you know, I was almost paralyzed. The bullet was lodged in my spinal cord, so
Damn,
it hit my
bro.
vocal box. So it was either wake up paralyzed or I won't be talking the same, but hey, man, I ended up swallowing the bullet somehow before they went in surgery, man. And then I'm walking and talking and doing the most, man. You know what I mean? So um, that alone too, man. Just appreciating what the second chance that I've even gotten, and to be able to keep doing it now, man, is a blessing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Aside from rapping, I imagine you go around to all the little homies trying to like talk some sense into them or what?
You know what, man? I mean, my music speaks for itself, man. I just kind of like, 'cause I haven't been around the town for a long time now, man, and I'm hoping everyone gets a hint like, for my growth and can hear what I'm talking
Mhm.
about, and what makes sense and what don't make sense to me, and learn from my mistakes and everything, man, and learn from what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You don't have to do what I'm saying, but just you listening to my growth, and hopefully you can change your life before it gets a little bit you know, get yourself into a situation you can't change, and it's not going to be easy to change. You know what I mean? Because you're gone away or whatever. So,
Yeah.
uh, or whatever the thing might be, or die or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I got to be here, man.
Hmm.
I got things to do and shit. You know what I mean? So, um,
Yeah.
I just lost a homie of mine the other day, man. Went to his services, and you
Damn.
know, I remembered back in the days, we go do some stupid things, man, and he kept me from doing some of them stupid things, man, because he just knew I was about my music and shit, man. So just you don't want to go on this little run, you know what I mean? And so just thinking about him, passing away, whatever. That's one of the things I thought about that really stood out in my head, that he kept me away from some of the things that some of the homies were doing and shit that I didn't need to be there for. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And yeah, just those little decisions, and people in my life that maybe said something like that to me, real small or whatever, and just kind of like I appreciated it now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't forget it. It came back.
Well, well, man, you're blessed. A lot of people don't get to live to our age.
Yeah.
Um, so but music, music wise, you've been doing it for a while. How much more left do you have in you?
Oh man, as long as I'm breathing, they've always said it, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep on spitting till you hear my last breath.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I mean? So we'll see what's up. You know what I mean? Like I quit every now and then, but but music's never gonna go nowhere. It's just in me. So if I
Hmm.
say I stop, don't believe me. You know what I mean? Because it's
Well,
gonna
because
come
I was
back.
listening to the new album, and you kind of allude on a song there about you having like maybe one more album in you or something like that.
Yeah, I just say I just thought I'd come back one more time before I'm done with it. That's if I'm ever done with it. But I don't think
Okay,
that's
okay,
possible. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's possible. You know what I mean? So
okay.
yeah,
Well, I heard that, and I was kind of like, well, is he hitting at something there or what? Is this like
yeah,
his,
yeah, yeah.
his last album, or
Nah, man. We just kind of like got busy on this album right here, man, and it happens to be bumping. It sounds clean, man. Big shout out to my homeboy Fingers, man, and my homeboy Mooks too. You know what I mean? I've been shouting
Mhm.
my homeboy Fingers, but my homeboy Mooks, has a track that he co-produced on there. The Fingers
Yeah.
co-produced with him, originally done by Mooks. It's called I Know. Dope ass little oldie tune, man. So that's a good one too, man. And And so, but we just kind of got together, man, and then dropped some really clean music on me. So yeah, I don't think that's my last one. I had too much fun doing it, dog. You know?
That's cool. You know, I
Yeah.
actually met you at Finger's studio one time. It
Oh,
was back.
nice.
It was back in 2005. It was out in Riverside.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was there with Corrupt, Jail Felony, 40 Glock, and they were having a session
I remember that.
over at his studio.
At
And
the
the
Purple
one
Room.
thing I remember from that night is that we kind of overran into your time, but you was really cool about it. You wasn't tripping or being. You were really humble, and I was like, "This is a really humble cat, man." He
Well,
wasn't
thank you,
like,
man.
"Oh man, you guys are taking too long," and it's I paid for this time, and blah, blah, blah. No, but you were gracious, humble, nice. You know what I'm saying? And you made a good impression on me that night.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I never try to make something out of nothing, man. You know, I try to keep it cool, dog. There ain't no reason. You know what I mean? No reason for no
Yeah,
bullshit. You know.
yeah. No,
But yeah,
no. I
thank you.
was just that was but you made a good impression on me, and yeah, that was that night we were over at Fingers. So that's really cool that you're still working with them.
And just for that, even that story right there, big dog, for you to come back, shit, man, what 20 or 17 years later with a good
Yeah.
story about me, to get saying I was cool and everything, man. So you just never know when something's gonna come back around, man. It might be for 15 years, it might be 5 years, it might be the 17 that we're talking about, eh? But you're talking about a good story where I was cool, man, and that's a very
Yeah,
important thing about being good people to everybody at all times, man. Because you just never know when it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, eh? you know. So
for sure.
but
And
that's a good story, man. Thank you for that, man.
that's dope, man. As more Hispanics are getting into rap, you've stuck to your sound, and I think that's really cool. You haven't really tried to change avenues or change your lanes or anything like that. But more
Yeah,
Hispanics are getting into rap, and they're sounding more progressive and commercial. You know what I'm saying? What's your
yeah.
feeling on Hispanics in rap these days?
Uh, I mean, not really an opinion, man. It's just whatever anyone does, man. Whatever they feel like they're doing is dope, and having a good time doing it, man. I see no problem with anything.
Hmm.
More power to them, and if they're not part of this, then it leaves it a little bit more wide open for me. You know what I mean? But it's but other than that, man, it's all to the good, man. It's all to the bueno, big dog. Whatever anybody's doing, man, more power to them. Whatever they think's gonna work for them, get it cracking, man, and do what you got to do. Like me, I don't even, I don't know, I don't really trip on all that or like see what the new style is to do. I just kind of feel whatever the beat is telling me to write, and I go from there, man. And that's kind of what we come up with the jams.
It's all to the bueno.
All to the bueno, big dog.
And
Thank you,
that's the
thank
new
you, man.
album.
Yeah.
When does it drop?
Drops November 3rd, man. November 3rd, All to the Bueno dropping November 3rd with the single Too Much and Moment in Time and a dope ass jam called Old Records coming out pretty damn soon. And
I heard
One to
old
Shine.
records. I listened to a little bit of the album. Old records is hard.
Oh, yeah, that one's a real nice one, man. Just real respectful and just showing Chicano doing it with class. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. Let's not give them the wrong impression on us, man. It's not, we're all not like that. You know what I mean? I know the way that I look and the way that I dress and all that, but they make that's all that I know, man. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. You know what I mean?
Hey man,
I dig my Pendletons, You know what I mean? But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
all to the good,
You
So
got culture.
yeah, the culture, but but it doesn't mean I have to, walk around and treat people badly or anything like that, man.
No, 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 not
You
at
know what I'm
all.
saying? So yeah, it's a respect thing to everybody, anyways.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
moment in time is a hard single. That's
Oh,
that's
thank
that,
you, man.
that's a good single, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's
Just talking about stepping on people's toes and the same type of thing, man. Don't burn nobody, like gonna borrow some money. Don't be burning people for money, and just like the respect and the story that you just told about me being at the studio at Fingers, man. Like, you remember the good thing about me that I was humble and real
yeah.
cool and didn't say nothing. But imagine if I went there, man, and I
Hmm.
was an asshole dog, and it came back around 17 years. You know what I mean? It wouldn't
Yeah.
be a good thing. Everybody wouldn't even want to talk to me right now.
But you know
You
what?
know?
That's what makes you you, and that's why you know to me that makes you the king of this thing because you are who you are, and the attitude that you have. man, it's king level, and it's I've never heard anybody in these circles and these all the rap circles that I've been in. No one, I've never heard anybody say a bad word about you.
Oh yeah,
Everybody's
thank
always
you.
had nothing but kind words to say about you,
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. And if they don't, man, I don't know what the mix up would have been, but e-
I'm just
either that
saying,
or
you know,
you're lying about me. You know what I mean? But that's good. That's all to the bueno too.
yeah,
Whatever. You know.
that's what's up.
Yeah. So,
All
but
right, well, you know what, man, um, man, congrats on the new album. I wish it blessings and success. You know,
thank you, man.
um,
Appreciate it, man.
just keep pushing as long as you can and as long as you want to, and just man, bro, just man, be blessed.
Yeah, thank you, man. The reason why I was even doing it anyways, man, because we had all these damn shows for the past 4 years, man. Me, Magic, and Bash, and I got the fans there, and we sign every autograph until they're all out the building, man. Every
That's
single
what's
person,
up.
I take care of them, and so. But they asked me a lot, like when my new album's coming out, when I got new music coming out. It's been almost 10 years, man. So finally, I just decided to give them something, you know what I mean? And so there it is, man. Also the bueno for everybody, man, for the people.
Hmm.
That's mainly what I did it for.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
up. All
for
right,
sure.
well, Brian, I appreciate you being my guest today. I just wanted to chat with you. This has been my first time I've ever had to
Yeah,
really sit down and talk with you, and I hope I get to do it again. You
no,
know,
Robbie, dog. Yeah, yeah, we could do that, man, for sure, man.
yeah.
For sure.
Before you go, can I get a shout out to westcoaststyles.com, please?
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, what's happening? It's your homie, Lil Rob, right here on westcoaststyles.com. Go check it out, eh?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
brother. You be good.
All right, dog. You too, man. Peace out.
All right.
All right, man.
Peace.
All right.